Chin chin. Hey, I'm Tina, guitar player from Berlin. Today I'm going to have a look at the tune All the Things You Are from Sharon Kern. And I got a request from Socken Frank. Hey Socken Frank, thank you for the request. And I'm going to start with a little analysis of the tune, because I think if you know what's happening there in a harmonic sense, it's much easier to know which chords you can use and also how you can transform chords, which is always kind of interesting. The tune All the Things You Are is written in A flat major, and it has quite a lot of modulations, but the biggest part of it is still in A flat. And if we have a look at the first chord, the F minor, this chord is on the 6th degree, it's the minor parallel, and this chord also lends itself very much to playing a minor major chord or a minor 6 chord. And the next three chords, B flat minor, it's just a 2-5-1 in A flat major, 2-5-1 followed up by the D flat major, which is our 4 chords. So all those chords stem from A flat major, and that also means you can play a solo over all those chords using the A flat major scale as a start. So the next chord, the G7 chord, is already the 5 chord going to C major 7. So it's not a secondary dominant, but it's a new key. We are in C, and the G is just the 5 chord, 5, 1. So it's a good idea to play C major here, or think C Ionian. I see a lot of people also playing D half diminished, G altered, C major. That's a really beautiful trick, because it gives the impression it's going to C minor. C minor would also be more connected to A flat major, right? Because it's on the 3rd degree. But then as a surprise, it ends in C major. And as you probably know, in many tunes, the tonic switches between major and minor. And then in the next 8 bars, the same thing happens again as in the first 8 bars, but this time in E flat major. So C minor 7 is the minor parallel. This also means you could possibly playing a minor major 7 chord or a minor 6 chord. Then you have the 2-5-1 in E flat major and the A flat major, the 4th chord in E flat, and then it already modulates again to G major. So that's quite a lot of modulating. And if you look at the key centers, it's quite funny. The first key center is A flat, the next one is C, then it's E flat, and that's G. And that's an A flat major 7 arpeggio. And I find that a cool trick to remember. If you have to transpose this tune, you know in which order the keys will appear, right? And then it goes on to E major. But actually, if you think about it, F sharp minor 7, B7, you would expect it to go to E minor, and E minor would be the minor parallel of G major, but as a surprise element, it doesn't go to E minor but to E major. And then it goes back to A flat major using this chord, the C7. So the C7 is secondary dominant in the key of A flat major 7. 5 going to 6, going back to the minor parallel, and then those next 4 bars already the same thing as in the beginning of the tune. Going to the 4 again, to 4 minor. I made an entire video about 4 minor chords if you're interested. And this progression is a very common progression in old jazz standards, and you will encounter it a lot. I'm thinking about making a video about this one too. Let me know if that's of interest. So I want to show you how I would harmonize this melody in a simple way. Number one, I already mentioned it, is thinking about minor chords in two ways. Doesn't have to be a minor 7 chord all the time. Can also be playing a minor major chord or a minor 6 chord if you know that the minor chord is a parallel minor chord. So I'm going to show you some voicings for the F minor chord. Very common trick is to harmonize a note with a tritone substitution and the 2 chord. In bar 3 we have the G, right, and the E flat chord. So we're going to play the tritone substitution, which is the A7. The 2 chord that goes with this dominant 7th chord is the E minor 7. A7. So in bar 3 we're going to play those 2 chords in place of the E flat 7, and that also means if you have a little 2-5 lick in this case, you can insert it here. And another thing that you can do is in bar 6, many people don't play the plain G7 chord, but D half diminished, G altered, so more like a minor sound. And then I have one more I forgot, is insert a secondary dominant where there is no secondary dominant, like A minor 7, D7, G major. If you have 2 bars of G major 7 and you want to have some movement, it's a good idea to think about the next chord that's coming up. It's the A minor 7, right? So you can play an E7, get to the A minor 7. I'm going to put on a jam track. I'm just going to check out how it sounds and I hope you like it. That's it for me. Let me know if I could help you. Let me know if there are other tunes you would like me to investigate. Keep on practicing. See you around. Bye.